episode 6 of Let's Unpack.
What just happened? Did we just do episode 6?
No, that was episode 5.
I feel like I time traveled.
We're just recording simultaneously.
Oh my god.
So I wanted to talk.
What day is it?
Is tomorrow Christmas?
Oh, let me pull it up. I wanted to talk about sleep.
Oh,
what's that like?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Been
Just
so
start
sleep
going.
deprived. There's like this whole thing where it's like certain people, like they stay up late, but they don't have to get up early for work or whatever. And it's like, why do they stay up late? It's because there's like a study or something I read where they stay up late because they feel like the beginning of their day was robbed and they need more time for themselves or more time to do stuff. But then they wake up in the morning like, why did I stay up so late? So it's like a cycle of like, awfulness.
I 100% agree. As a college student in classes, and then you're doing homework, but then you have to wake up, or you didn't or it's like you have classes, and then you want to just go home and relax, and you're like, oh, I gotta stay up late and do homework and study because you took the day to relax. I have done that where I have to wake up. I know a lot of people think it's not late, but I have a 9:30 class, but I live 15 minutes from the school and still have to walk across the parking lot to get there on time and everything, and knowing you still have to wake up, and it takes me a while. It takes me probably an hour to fall asleep.
What time do you go to bed?
Depends. If I had to
Depends.
It depends. If I had to range, if I had to give a typical time, it would be between, my goodness, 10 and 1 a.m.
That's wide range.
That's about what mine is too.
But not too bad.
But it depends on the day, because
that's about
Fridays I don't have morning classes, so I'm up till 1 or 2 in the morning doing homework or chilling because
So I
what are you doing?
Slowly turning myself so I can read. So I wanted to talk about a couple things because sleep is exceptionally important, and I think this is something that we need to unpack, especially regarding society. So, in terms of adolescence in grades 12 through below, I think 12 through below.
So what, K through 8?
12,
or
K through 12?
No,
K
K
through
through 8.
Yeah. That's what I work. K through 8. My bad. I'm so used to saying K through 8 to everything. I'm K through 8 counselor.
Right. So K through 12, originally they were saying kids need an average of 7 to 9 hours. Mm-hmm. Later in time, they said 8 to 10 hours. And right now, they're saying 9 to 11 hours.
Good gravy. Okay.
So kids are so connected.
I never got that amount.
I think one of the issues,
if I get under 9 hours, I am tired.
I think one of the issues with being connected with technologies, our brains are running so much faster that we need extra time for us to kind of relax and regain our mental composure and physical composure. Mm-hmm. And I think things have gotten so bad that people are trying to get innovative to combat this. So did you know that there are 3 different variations of sleep?
Huh.
I didn't, because I was always taught you go to sleep. A couple hours into your sleep, you enter your REM cycle. You're in your REM cycle for a certain period of time, and then you exit out of it. And then you should, ideally, feel rested at the very end.
And hopefully wake up.
Yes. So, a monophasic sleep pattern is when an individual sleeps once per day, typically for 8 or so hours a night. What we're all used to, especially grade school. Going back to that
sleep.
K through 8. You go to bed, you wake up.
K through 8?
Do your day. K through 12. Damn it.
My bad.
Stop. Okay. Say a biphasic sleep pattern is when someone sleeps twice per day, sometimes referred to as a siesta sleeping pattern. I just like the term siesta.
God, why did you say it with that much flavor?
So that'd be
extra spice and everything nice.
Right, so that'd be sleeping 4 to 6 hours and then waking up and then sleeping 4 to 6 hours and then repeating that.
Dang.
And then you have a polyphasic sleep pattern, which is when a person sleeps for multiple periods of time throughout the day. So it's pretty much...
Is that called narcolepsy or?
It might be.
Not that as a joke.
But my thing is that people are so connected and they're trying so hard to be productive and whatnot. We all feel like we almost don't have enough time for everything.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I recently experienced or recognized that I'm experiencing is, and I forgot the term, but when you're so busy throughout the day that you purposely stay up extra late because you feel like you need to catch up on time that you're missing out on. And I do that all the time. And I'm up till 1 in the morning and I tire myself out because I don't feel like I get enough time for myself. And I know I need to do it. I'm going on a rant a little bit. I know I need to get it done because I got bills to pay. I have hours I need to get for internship. And I'm so freaking exhausted that I feel like I need to stay up late and everybody else is exhausted and ready to go to sleep because I want to catch up on me time because I don't feel like I get it.
I also want to bring up the fact that when COVID hit, we all had to immediately go online, so we all stayed up late because we had to learn to adjust to online. Then our bodies and our minds and everything got adjusted to online school, so when the world opened back up and we went back to in-person, we had to readjust to studying again and not thoroughly online, so we had to stay up to reteach ourselves how to study. And I think that's also part of it.
Rage.
Which I don't know if this is true, but I feel like there's a higher...
Rage. Why? Because it's frustrating.
It is.
Keep going.
I think there's also, like, again, I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Thanks.
Oh, wait. I had a sound for that. I was going to play it.
Why? I feel like the I can't think straight now because of that. That threw me. Because of constantly, staying up late to study, and we have to reteach ourselves how to study, basically, that the melatonin industry is probably thriving in prices, or not prices,
booming.
like booming in business. You're welcome. I am a part of that. Booming of
You're
industry.
welcome for my
I
money.
also have a bottle. So
You're welcome for my
Yeah,
money.
but the thing is, this started my senior year of high school. I think it was like, and unfortunately, it was after our aunt's passing. I think around that time, it was between them and like then in finals. I would only get like 1 to 3 hours of sleep, and I'd never sleep. I would so then I started taking melatonin, and then I was like, this is kind of nice. And then unfortunately, my body would adjust to it and be like, oh, now I have to increase it. And
so one thing I recently learned listening to a different podcast is that melatonin is a derivative of serotonin. Thus, the name sounding very similar.
Really?
So what I learned is, and like, because lately I've been looking a lot more into Google for like online remedies for different things, ways to eat healthier instead of taking pharmaceuticals, are there any at-home things? Like, I know a lot of people in Asia, ginger tea does wonders, and I'm starting to wonder if there's a lot more like agents in like ginger and whatnot that are way better for health.
My roommate drinks ginger tea.
I've been looking into health stuff after I heard about this. So scientists are saying roughly 30 or more minutes a day in direct sunlight produces enough melatonin for you to be able to fall and stay asleep.
Nope.
The issue is that so many people are indoors working, or they're indoors at home because we're not going outside. We're not going outside for at least 30 minutes a day in sunlight.
A joke really quick.
Yes, go for it.
I'm susceptible to a lot of sun-related cancers and whatnot, so maybe that wouldn't be a whole positive for me personally. But
so are we.
Sunblock.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna make that joke. But yeah,
wasn't
sunblock.
Wasn't there at one point some like sort of thing going around, or like studies going around that sunscreen can cause cancer?
Wasn't
that a thing at one point?
Yeah. I feel
accurate?
I feel like it's accurate. No,
Are you thinking about suntan lotion? Those are two different things.
Yeah, like suntan lotion, like
because sunblock and suntan lotion are two different things, and so is cloud block.
Oh. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Because
I think it's just bad marketing. I think the rays of light don't change. I don't think it matters, but you can still get sunburnt with clouds.
because of the UV.
Right. So, but like even when the sun is just the sun and there's no clouds, it's still UV that's burning you. So does it really matter?
Well, it doesn't burn me. It tans me.
I don't know. I feel like I need to know that.
I think the sunscreen thing is accurate for some brands of sunscreen. They're just not good for you. Not that they're cancer causing, them maybe, but they're just not good for you. If there's some brands that are ethical and they're made of more natural ingredients, that may not be. Although are some sunscreens that when you wear them and you swim in the ocean, you're contributing to the loss of reefs. I said reefs, like on a door. Reefs, as in the ocean, not wreath on a door. You're contributing.
Merry Christmas.
but you're, in all seriousness, you're contributing to, depending on what's in the ingredients of that sunscreen, you're contributing to, the deterioration of reefs in the ocean.
This is
depending on the brand.
Very unfortunate thing because I hate winter for numerous reasons. A, because it's cold.
Winter is coming.
Unfortunately.
You need to stop.
I love Game of Thrones.
I know, but
I hate having to wear multiple layers and then I'm sweating and then I want to take it off and then I get cold and want to put it back on. Also because I think I look like a piece of paper.
Piece of paper.
Am pale.
Oh,
Brianna,
I'm like, what do you mean?
And in the summer, I rarely. Man, me and Casper are twins. That's why in the summer you will see me wear sunscreen or whatever. Rarely to almost never because I want to be tan. The only time I'll wear sunscreen is I'll put it on my face, and that is it. During the summer, I was in a band camp for a week for 12 hours. In the 90s, 100-degree Kentucky weather. Everyone's putting on sunscreen, and I'm like, I think I'm fine. I didn't wear sunscreen once.
That would have been a major problem for me.
You go home and you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I'm a pumpkin.
You're like,
I have turned
wow.
bright orange from burn.
I am a fall baby. So.
Where's the aloe?
Where's the aloe? Oh, my God. I have a jug of it. But what you were talking about the sun helping, with... Wait, what were you saying?
30
I lost
minutes
it.
What do we
or so of direct sunlight produces enough melatonin in order for you to naturally fall asleep without needing melatonin.
Plants? What are we, photosynthesis?
Well, maybe.
Photosynthesis.
I am in
reference.
I am in biology currently, and we just learned about photosynthesis. Yeah. But
I feel
the
like
mitochondria is.
Oh my God, the powerhouse of the cell. Yeah, I feel like that could be accurate in some ways because I don't know. Even though I need to prep myself and go in the sun with sunscreen and moisturizer and like a freaking recluse, but who hasn't seen the sun in 20 years? I feel like even if I'm outside for 20-30 minutes, I feel like I feel better.
Right. Yeah.
So even if it's 20-30 minutes, I feel better. So.
I agree.
I feel better, but
what
are you doing?
Mike.
Yes, that is your name.
Yeah, I'm just getting closer. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm like, yes, that is your name.
I do agree. I think being in the sun for a certain period of time does wake you. I feel like it wakes me up. But to me personally, because I am a college student, really, as a college student in the College of STEM, I know for a fact that that's crap.
Oh.
I can't fall. Okay, first off, I know you're not supposed to take melatonin every single night.
Yeah, because that messes up your whole thing.
Unfortunately, I have to take it every night or else I will not sleep.
Why?
Oh.
What?
Maybe.
Why?
Maybe
my body
you're
just
at
won't sleep.
Maybe you're at a point where you need more of a prescription.
Do they have prescription melatonin?
No, well, I don't know about that, but prescription for sleep meds, maybe. I'm not.
You can't go to a doctor and get prescribed.
Well, maybe you just need more
I did not.
sunlight.
I know people that get prescribed melatonin over
Huh. Is it because it's a higher dose than we can get at the pharmacy? Or okay.
Well, the bottle that I have it's 2 what's it called? The serving size.
What is it, like a plate of mac and cheese? What?
I know. The bottle, it's a serving size.
Only 120 calories.
Oh my God.
It says on the serving size is 2, and it is 5 milligrams, so it's a 10 milligram melatonin. Listen, I don't know. But that was working, and then now it really doesn't work. First off, I'm also taking an extra strength, and I'm putting quotations because I don't think it's true. I'm taking 15 to fall asleep.
Okay. Well, I remember when I was starting to, I took like a 1 milligram one for a long time. And,
More would do nothing.
Well, the thing for me is, yeah, after a while, it probably does like become less and less, But for me, I forget how many milligrams are my gummies that I have. But if I don't get enough sleep after I take them, I feel awful the next morning. Absolutely terrible, like
the
trash.
Only difference
on fire, trash on fire.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The only difference for me is if I'm already really tired and taking the melatonin, I will fall asleep quicker. Some nights it takes me a long time to fall asleep. Sometimes I'll just boom, I'm out.
See, that's what I'm wondering if like maybe you got enough sunlight where the extra melatonin isn't doing anything.
Well,
is that how that works?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know for a fact it works
Maybe?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because those are I have marching band from 4:40 to 6:40.
Yeah.
So those days I believe it works, but that's also because like I'm up and doing stuff all day, and then I have to play an instrument at the end of the day for 2 hours.
Oh. Interesting.
3 days a week with Saturday night football games.
Huh.
Roll currents.
I don't know. I feel like people are they're trying to reinvent sleep by getting innovative with these monophylipesic.
What?
What is it? Oh, I scrolled.
Geodesic dome.
No. No, monophasic, biphasic, and polyphasic. Like, it should just be monophasic. You just sleep for the 8 to 10 or 12 hours, whatever you need. You shouldn't be splitting it into increments because you're not entering your REM cycle. So even though your body's getting the rest, you're not really getting the same level of rest. And I feel like we're reaching a point where people are starting to realize that, hey, I'm pushing myself too hard and I need to cut back a little bit. So I think people just need to learn to sleep more, and sometimes it's okay to take a break.
This poses another question for me now is it healthy or unhealthy to take a nap in the middle of the day? Because,
naps are
doesn't that throw out, like, sometimes when you nap for hours, it takes, like, throws off your sleep cycle.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you sleep for a little bit, you wake up even more tired.
I heard that 20, 30 minutes max should be for a nap.
See, I've heard 45 to an hour.
Oh.
I've heard 45. I've heard both, actually.
I don't know. And my thing, too, is that, like, I feel like it really just depends. Because if you sleep for 2 or 3 hours throughout the day, and then you're up really late, but when you go to bed that night, if you still get a full night's rest, you're not really interrupting. You're just kind of pausing it. But if you force yourself to go to bed, then you're taking melatonins because you're trying to force your body to go to sleep earlier. That's when you start throwing things off. Again, I could be wrong. I study counseling and psychology. I don't study sleep cycles. I'm not a sleep doctor.
My roommate, she takes naps.
Disclaimer.
Thank you.
I don't think we needed a disclaimer, but thanks for one.
She takes naps. Not every day, but majority of the week she'll take naps in the middle of the day, like when she's at home. There was one time that she took a nap for a few hours and then was up till 4 a.m.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Because she took the nap.
I've done that.
Where I slept too long and then I try to go to bed and I can't. I've done that before. It doesn't feel good. I know that much. So
sleep is important, and I feel like sometimes it's overlooked or it's put to the side as something less important because our society is pushing towards progress and success and making money and achievement and accomplishment so much that, like, you need to sleep. You're not going to be able to accomplish things if you don't sleep.
It's like whoever, I think maybe it was one of the Kardashians or something, they were interviewed, like, about their success or whatever, and why other people haven't hit their success, and they're like, well, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. It depends on what you do with it. And I'm like, that's not. That's kind of pushing like the don't sleep because you got it. You have time. You do. I'm kind of reaching a little bit. But
it's true to a degree. Like, they're gonna need. They probably sleep a lot less than a lot of people. But the other thing too is that a lot of successful people put their work before everything else, and that's the difference.
And I don't want to do that.
Right.
That's the opposite of what I want.
We're sitting inside of this foyer, relaxing in a comfortable space. We're enjoying ourselves. Like, we're trying to be educational and promote mental health and well-being and just fun conversation, but we're still doing it from the comfort of our own home, and we're not relaxing. We're kind of just letting life take its course. We're not actively trying to push this business to make it something excellent and whatnot. Like Elon Musk, for example, he only gets like 6 or 7 hours, and that dude works. He sleeps at work. And there's reports of him sleeping on his desk in his office because he is dedicated, which good for you. If you're that type of workaholic and you are dedicated to your business and you're trying to grow something that is yours, go for it. But not everybody wants to.
How much of that is dedication and how much of that is insanity? You know what I mean? Like, or how much of that is?
I mean, you might be kind of blurring the lines between that. Enough exhaustion can push you towards a little bit of craziness.
But I want to get up. I want to go to work. I want to get paid for the hours that I'm working, and I'm not going to do any extra because I don't want to.
I don't disagree with you.
I don't want to.
I think there might be a little bit of mental instability in there, but for like $280 billion,
if you had that much money, but he literally. Like, if I had that much money, I would go on vacations and I would, use my life
yourself.
Enjoy myself. I feel like he's not doing that.
Well, Elon Musk might not.
Huh? What was that?
Wow.
Are you okay?
We don't know, but I know a lot of other successful people do take those that time to go and do that, which is really important. And we need. I mean, granted, we're not going to be able to. Hey, first, Brianna, thanks for coming up for fall break. Why don't we just go out and buy a yacht, and then we're just going to travel on Lake Erie. We don't have that. We don't have that ability, but we still have the ability to take time throughout the week and whatnot, and be able to enjoy ourselves. Maybe go out and go do something, or just sit and chill here and relax with 2 healthy dogs and one that was sick.
Yeah. Oh, she's not sick now. I mean,
she's not sick now, but
she's not 100% still.
It was rough.
It was bad.
It was bad. But yeah.
Another thing that first, I know a lot of these successful men and women out there they all don't have degrees.
No, a lot of them
do, but some don't.
I'm gonna say some of them came from like they worked themselves up, like they worked really hard, they did the grind, and I'm also gonna talk about the grind because some people like. My thing is, why grind my life away if I'm not going to enjoy my life and I'm just going to be miserable the rest of it? Like, I'm not going to do that. But my thing is, what is my thing? What were we just talking about?
Sleep.
No, what were you? I get all these tangents and I can't remember what I'm talking about. What were we just talking about?
Brianna, what were you saying?
What I was saying was,
this is a problem I have.
These multi-billion dollar men and women have not all of them have degrees. Most of them do.
But I remember now.
Because they're staying up late trying to be successful. My thing, I think it should because I think education's important. I think it's a big help in the world. Sometimes it can be detrimental, depending, but it's a big help. Wholeheartedly, this is the most popular opinion, and I'm more than sure so many people will back me up on this. They should flip elementary and high school, flip starting times, because little tykes, they wake up there early in the morning, they're ready to go. Me in high school, don't talk to me for at least an hour, and then I'm fine, because they have to wake up so early. And plus, too,
I feel that. Like, I had to drink a nitrous oxide energy drink on my way to work today just because I was, like, I woke up and I'm like, nope.
Because...
Wow.
In our high school, we had a whole... All right.
Bryce is trying to steal your fry pies. Don't touch them.
If they are rhubarb, they've been mine.
Ew, rhubarb.
Ooh, I love rhubarb.
Ew,
I love rhubarb.
Ew.
Oh, that's nasty.
I love, like, strawberry rhubarb. That's
what?
Good. Strawberry rhubarb. Really? Why are you guys looking at me like I'm crazy?
Rhubarb is just red celery.
No, rhubarb is like no, rhubarb is sour celery. When you mix it with strawberries, it's like sweet and sour. It's delicious. It's delicious. Really? All right, let's go back to the sleep thing.
Sleep. We're talking about sleep.
You guys are crazy, not me.
Maybe we should try. Maybe we need to try rhubarb to fall asleep.
Rhubarb's delicious.
Chewing on rhubarb to fall asleep.
That's like, why would you do that? It's like
Genius.
No, rhubarb is like a natural warhead. Why would you do that?
Is a natural warhead?
Like the candy.
Oh, I'm
not
thinking
a warhead.
I'm thinking like it's an explosion of
energy.
energy.
No, the candy. The candy. It's a really sour, Plant.
I got what you meant.
Yeah, okay.
I understood the warhead cane.
Warhead.
Okay.
Duck for cover. Energy coming your way.
What? All I hear is...
I've reached the point in life
What?
where I have now just stopped asking questions.
Okay. Should we get back to sleep now? Not literal sleep, I wish. But, you
I
know.
was gonna say, I think that high schoolers, because in our high school we had a section, hi Ivy, of we had a section. Sorry, she's too cute. Of our high school dedicated to kids with special needs.
Mm-hmm.
Their brains can't function that early in the morning, and we had a whole like petition going out. Of obviously it didn't go through, figures. That we should have the high schools start later because of the students with disabilities that can't function that early in the morning. And because I had a lot of classes where I had to walk down that hallway early in the morning, a lot of those kids would get into trouble and, you're weird. And start issues with the teachers and stuff because it's so early in the morning and they're so tired. So that's why I was like, I think we should start later because us high schoolers are tired and we need more sleep. All right. And then 2, with the students with disabilities, because I unfortunately don't think that a lot of the administrators think about them when it comes to decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very unfortunate, and I think they should really take them into consideration as well, because they are students of the school as well. I think that the high schoolers should start later, also because of the students with disabilities. I think they'll be more successful when they have more sleep, and they're able to function more, because at least half the day, they're still trying to wake up. I'm still trying to wake up half the day of school.
Mm-hmm. One of my internships, part of it was at high school, and I had to be there at 7 o'clock, and then the students started I think their first period started at 7:25.
Yeah, ours was 7:26.
Yeah, that is
So I had to wake up at
early.
5:30 in the morning, get dressed, eat. I honestly didn't eat breakfast until second or third period.
I didn't have time. Yeah, I usually didn't eat.
I would waffle and peanut butter, take it to school, eat it second or third period. But that's my opinion, and I'm more than sure a lot of people will back me up, especially in the comments. At least one person agree with me.
Why can't it all start at the same time? Why can't elementary, middle school, and high? I know people have to drop off their kids and blah blah blah.
I think too. Plus,
why
there's not
can't
enough,
it?
because I know a lot of school districts don't have enough school buses for all of them at the same time.
I didn't take that into
because
consideration.
especially if a lot of kids that are elementary, middle school, and high school,
they have to come back out.
They have to go on the bus at the same time, and especially if their schools are in different areas of the town.
I didn't take that into consideration.
Yeah, and that's a good point, especially because populated areas are going to need more. Our high school was at around 3,000. That's just the high school.
Our school was not built for that many people.
Right. Pick the 3 middle schools that are in our town, plus the second high school that's in our town, and then the 4 elementaries that are in our town. You would literally have to section off an entire part of the town and just make it one 500-acre lot for school buses. It would just be a quarter of a mile of school buses.
Jeez.
The Google Maps, there'd just be a bright yellow dot.
I think that'd be pretty funny for the Google Street View cars that have to drive by.
Right.
And then just the camera turns and it's just a bunch of buses. Huh. Oh my goodness, are you serious?
I'm brewing coffee. And with that, it's what time is it? 9:45 at night, talking about
Eastern Standard Time.
And I'm brewing coffee. This is let's unpack that.
You needed to specify it was 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, because
it doesn't matter where you are. It's 9:45.
Listen, there could be listeners in different sections of the United States or the world. Hopefully, we get that successful.
We're not live. I'm confused.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm so wise.
And let's unpack the.
Are you okay?
He's making coffee.
Bye now.